Erdinger. Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer. Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. I have got a bottle of Erdinger. This is probably one of the most widely available Weissbiers in the United Kingdom. It's brewed supposedly by a private brewery, which means it hasn't been taken over by one of the big conglomerates. But it's quite widely available. It used to be really popular in the Witherspoons chain of pubs in the United Kingdom. I've seen this on draft there. That's how much of a popular drink it was. Of course, they don't do any German beers in there now, but I used to drink this quite a bit. It's a 50 centilitre bottle or 500 millilitre bottle, which means it's more or less a pint. I can't see the ABV on this, or the alcohol volume on this. I think it is 5.3 or something like that. I know it's over 5%, but I'm just going to get this open anyway. I'm not going to use my Barfly bottle opener. I'm going to use this, my old trusty K-Bar bottle opener. There is the cap. Alright, this is quite an interesting cap, full colour cap, and it's got some wheat on there as well, and Erdinger. Of course, this comes from a place called Erding in Germany. That's where it originates from. I'm going to pour this out now. That really doesn't smell like a Weissbier. It smells like burnt malt. Yeah, toasty malt, which is weird. That's very strange. I'd have assumed, look at the liveliness on that. I mean, this is chilled. I've left this out in the garden for a couple of hours and it is chilled, but it's coming out of that bottle very lively, and the carbonation is can you hear that? Listen to that carbonation. That is so lively, you can tell that that's been artificially carbonated. It's not. Look at the carbonation in that. I don't know whether you can see that or not. That is like champagne. It really is. I don't know. Can you see that or not? You're probably not getting that in there, but that might look like a badly poured pint, but this is what Weissbier is supposed to look like. It's supposed to be drunk through a head. That's a 4-finger head. That is. It should be a 3-finger head, but the carbonation on that is just insane. But let's see what's going on the nose. It doesn't smell like a Weissbier. It looks like a Weissbier. I will give it that. It's very cloudy. It's got the colour going on, but it's quite clear for a Weissbier. I've seen other Weissbiers where you can't see through it. I can see through that. But I'm going to try it anyway. So wish me luck. It looks like a Weissbier. It's got Weissbier written on the label, but that doesn't taste like a Weissbier. The flavours are so insipid. It's so weak. There's a lot of sulphur in there as well. I'm getting flavours of sulphur. There must be the water they use. It must have some sulphur in it, which would work for, you know, like a bitter or an ale. But for this, I'm struggling, and I'm struggling with the carbonation as well. It's just so gassy. It really is gassy. And it's repeating on me. I'm not enjoying it. To me, that hasn't got any of the expected characteristics of a Weissbier. The flavour, I'm expecting big banana and clove and spice and a little bit of bubble gum on the back end of it, but it's got none of that. It's got a lot of sulphur, some very faint banana and clove, but you're really going to have to struggle. And the carbonation on it, it's just not good for a Weissbier. And I will say, out of all the styles of beer, I do know Weissbier, and I know a good one, I know a bad one, and that's not a good one. And coming from Germany, I'm surprised that they've said that this is acceptable, because, to be honest, I'm not liking it at all. No, it's not good. No, if you're going to call yourself a Weissbier, at least fucking try and taste like one. That's not even tasting like one. That's more like a cloudy lager. Maybe even a Keller beer. If it was a Keller beer, it'd be quite nice. And I wouldn't bat an eyelid and say it wasn't a Keller beer. It's not a Weissbier at all. And I'm disappointed in that. What would I give that? Not a fucking lot. I'd give that a 2 out of 10. Honestly, I've got a bottle of Rheinbacher, which is Aldi's own brand Weissbier, and I've had that before. That has got bags of flavour compared to this. This is bad for a Weissbier. You want to call yourself a Weissbier? I don't care how popular it is. No, not getting my vote. I'm going to give that a 2 out of 10. I'm not going to recommend it, because there's no way that represents the style. Not at all. No. Bad. 2 out of 10. Not recommended. Avoid. And remember, beer is working class champagne.